Hey, just a quick heads up here. Gary's audio is not doing so great in this episode. We had a couple of failures, including some equipment failure that conspired here. Cleaned it up as best we could, and Gary has new gear coming in pretty soon. So hopefully that'll get this addressed. But just wanted to give you a heads up so you didn't, think we didn't know. Okay, here we go. All right, Gary, what are we playing this week?
Well, Cole, we're on Baywatch.
Fantastic.
Not the show, the thing.
Oh.
If you look out onto the ocean, you'll see a series of drowning people, and they each have a game. You have time to save one.
So it's Spider-Man?
Yeah. Yeah, you can either arrest me, or you can save one of them.
Okay. All right.
Those are your options.
Okay. Do I have like a jet ski or something? Because
you can wear gloves.
God dang. Can I wear those webbed gloves that are meant for training for body strength?
Sure.
Maybe swim. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see.
Why not?
We'll see. All right. Well, I'm just gonna swim out to the closest one, I guess.
Closest one. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't have chose that one.
All right. And we'll see if I get him back.
Okay. Yeah, he's coming back.
Oh God, this is so hard. Oh, this is so hard. This is so hard to drag somebody while you're swimming with one arm. Whoa.
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
But you made your choice. This person is a war criminal.
What?
And they're holding the game V.I.P.
No, that's even worse.
It's, double trouble right there.
Yeah.
Go commit your war crimes.
Yep.
Little soldier.
Just throw him back in the ocean. He swims away like a fish.
Yeah, this one's too small. Throw him back.
He flops around on the deck until he falls back into the water. Swims into the sunset.
You just grab him and bash his head against the side of the boat. My name is Gary Butterfield.
My name is Cole Ross.
Welcome to Abject Suffering. Let us dangle digital keys in your face for 30 minutes to help you forget your woes.
Yeah, we're passing time, baby. We're fast forwarding.
We are passing time.
Yeah.
With this one.
Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. No, this is a game came up in the randomizer. This was put in the suggestion machine by let me check and make sure by Mike. Mike. And I was not familiar with what V.I.P was.
No clue.
I checked to make sure that it would, that it was available, because when something comes up, sometimes it's not something we can run. So,
yes.
I gotta mess around. I saw, okay, Pamela Anderson is involved. I'm sure people are going to be normal about that. I didn't realize it was a whole show.
I only found out about this from Googling.
Yeah.
Doing research for this. Obviously, kid of the 90s, familiar with Pam Anderson.
Yep.
And her work. But I didn't know that there was a Burn Notice ass looking early 2000s show about her actually becoming a super bodyguard.
Yeah. So VIP stands for Valerie Irons Protection. She, Pam Anderson plays Valerie Irons, and she, reading from Wikipedia here, she accidentally saves a celebrity and then is hired hired by a real bodyguard agency.
Yes.
It's weird because she's hired by an agency that I guess didn't have a name, or was hired by an agency that was already named after her.
That's how she chose it.
Yeah.
It was waiting to have a name for the first person they hired.
Yes.
It's like how you put your first dollar bill. and basically my understanding is that she's kind of an idiot in it and kind of Mr. Magoo's her way into doing really good bodyguard work.
Yes.
When I say Mr. Magoo, I don't mean necessarily, she's not low vision. She's making decisions that you would make if you were a Hollywood lady, not a bodyguard, but then happened to be really good bodyguarding.
Right.
at the same time, while working with a crack team that includes former members of the KGB, the CIA, the FBI, a computer expert, a former law officer, a former street boxer / martial artist, and later a karate master stuntman. So there's a whole team, and then you also have Pam Anderson messing up and doing good stuff.
The list of celebrity guest stars on this is fucking wild. I guess it was only in the first season, and from season 2 through 4, they didn't have the juice to pull in big fish like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, and Carlton from Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Who's this? So those are the real celebrities that hired this bodyguard agency.
Yeah.
To have Pamela Anderson kind of fuck it up. This begins with the video game, which follows the same premise, begins with somebody calling for a bodyguard, and this, getting a bodyguard, getting them sent, and then you being sent to the very weird mechanics of this game to do bodyguard stuff.
It's weird that you call them mechanics.
Their shooting one is.
Yeah.
It's like 2 mini games.
Yes.
Kind of. You Dance Revolution with a control pad to do all melee, regardless of who you are. Like, you're Pamela Anderson at first, and the idea, I think, is that she's bumbling. Like, she's not doing cool QC, CQC.
Yeah.
She's just hitting people with her purse, and that's supposed to be funny. But then the other character comes in, who is, either a former FBI agent, stuntman, or one of these super spies, and they also do it that way.
Yes.
Just two little button combinations.
Yeah.
To auto win.
Yeah. Like, she fights by swinging her handbag around. LOL, haha, it's funny. And I think that, again, giving the game too much credit, calling it DDR is a little bit much, because there's no rhythm to it. Like, there's no song that is going along. Like a rhythm fighting game like that might actually be a little bit interesting. This is QTEs, but like, it pops up a string of the buttons you're supposed to press, and if you hit them wrong or don't hit them in the correct amount of time, then you fail and you take damage.
And then every once in a while you do shooting scenes that are kind of like the old NES Operation Wolf.
Yeah. Like,
you're moving a cursor around to shoot at an unending series of what look like Secret Service agents. I don't think they're supposed to be. I would like that if that was the final boss for bodyguards. Like, as you worked your way up the Robot Masters.
Are you a bad enough dude to kill the president?
Yeah. Or just that's how you make new, Secret Service agents.
Yeah.
Like, you kill if it's Highlander rules. Because I don't know how you get new Secret Service agents.
Oh.
It's got to be something like this.
Think they're grown in a vat? I've got no idea.
Whoever is the people can take them out. Whichever bodyguard firm can do the most damage to them gets to take the contract. And I hit the I get it button on this pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's irritating. It's an irritating video game to play.
I got to stage 2, and when there was literally no more story. It was just continuing to do the same stuff. Go
back and forth between those 2 modes.
Yeah.
Kind of scrubbing ahead. Eventually there's a sniper kind of thing.
Okay.
Eventually do. So it changes it a little bit. It's got that kind of 80, like, Cinemaware. This is a collection of mini games to try to do something cinematic.
Yeah.
Feel to it almost, but it, without quite being there, and also not being very cinematic. I was expecting this to be more story forward than it is, being based on this TV show.
Yeah. What's very funny is you earn score by performing well, and after each mission, you can use that score to unlock photos. And I think, they're going to have some cheesecake images of Pam Anderson here. So I, bought a photo, like, it was like scrambled up, like, I don't know, Skinemax or whatever. And it was literally just a 3D render. And I was like, all right, how about a video? That's more points. I had to do better to get those. So I bought a video, and it's literally just the opening CGI.
That's great. That's very funny. So you can watch it again and again. Did you watch the opening credits of this show?
No, I didn't.
On YouTube?
No.
It feels like it's older from the early 2000s. Like, it's got a voiceover. It's very old school.
Yeah.
And weird. And it's Pamela Anderson, if you didn't live through it, like, it felt like it was the first time pop culture had seen big breasts, even though I knew that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
But Baywatch, specifically Pamela Anderson's gigantic knockers, were a cultural event.
Yeah.
Not trying, not trying to be gross or anything. It's just, if you lived through it though, this was the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And 1990 Playboy Playmate of the Month.
Right.
Baywatch.
It's, it's also like it signed her up for this, kind of life of just playing a parody of herself.
Yes. A life of breast.
Yeah. A breast life. So like she was like a regular character on Home Improvement, like playing the Binford tool girl. Yeah.
The tool girl who came out and had big boobs. And then she also, I don't have too much sympathy for Pam Anderson. Like, yes, she kind of got put in this position. She also married Tommy Lee,
which is,
that's a real error in judgment.
The thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and then, so their sex tape got released. It was the first celebrity sex tape I'd ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was, I wasn't like, but it was just, there was something to the verisimilitude of that at the time. Like, it was pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real people, and seeing that kind of thing. So you get to see Tommy Lee's ginormous hog and them have really awkward, bad position sex where they don't seem like they like each other that much.
I've never seen a celebrity sex tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're okay.
I'm fine. I don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't seek it out at this age in 2024. It seems to be a weird flex. Just, I'll get you a bootleg.
Yeah.
You can go back in time and watch it in college.
Yeah. No, what I was leading up to was like, she was playing this parody of herself. Like it, it made her successful. Like, and people would like lay into her for, just going around and doing, all this trash. Right.
Yes.
Being in, what was it, barbed wire or whatever, like just a bunch of garbage like this. Right. Just kind of leveraging her own reputation or whatever. But it's like, I don't know, get the bag maybe. I don't care that I don't begrudge anyone making a paycheck. People acted like it was just like, she was forcing herself on everybody just by being culturally omnipresent. But it's like, that's what people do about blonde women.
It was a big thing. Yeah. It was just, it wasn't her fault.
Yes.
I'm not, marrying Tommy Lee, a little bit of judgment stuff, considers Julian Assange a hero, a little bit of judgment stuff. Like, it has a Julian Assange section on her Wikipedia.
Yes.
Not usually a great sign.
Yeah. I need more information based on that.
Yeah.
The fact that she went on Tucker Carlson in 2021 to plead with Donald Trump, who was not the president at the time.
Yeah. Not a good sign.
To plead to get Assange, Assange released or whatever, pardoned. Not the greatest. Not the greatest idea.
Also dated Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of judgment, I'm gonna say it. Like, I will be the person who will judge people based on their partner judgment.
Yeah.
Like, Grimes is tainted. I'm not gonna be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go Grimes. Like, you don't get to come back from that.
No.
Like, that is a fatal error in judgment. So I don't have tons of tons of sympathy for her. It just, at the time, the culture was definitely grosser about women, and she caught a lot of that.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess if that would be where I'd go.
Yeah. That's about where I'm at with it too. Gary, I need to hit you with a fact here. The first episode of V.I.P, called Beats Working at a Hot Dog Stand, aired in 1998. You will never in a million years, unless you have already looked at this, guess who guest stars in it.
I have not looked.
Okay.
98.
1998. I'll give you three guesses.
3 guesses. Okay. Bill Clinton.
No.
That's a pretty good guess. Donald Trump.
No.
And then my final guess will say Don Knotts. Because that'd be great, right?
That would be delightful.
The Incredible Mr. Limp Dick. Like, he just kind of
just passing the torch of bumbling detective to her.
Yeah.
I do not know if Don Knotts was alive at that point. At least around that time he did what was it?
Well, his brain was still alive. He could take over anybody he wanted.
Yeah. No, Bryan Cranston.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Bryan Cranston guest stars as Colt Arrow.
Colt Arrow.
Yeah.
No. That's funny. I bet you this show is excruciating.
Oh God, yeah.
like this is a really irritating idea for a show.
Yeah.
You would watch it because you would watch it. The reason why you'd watch anything at this time, the reason why Baywatch was a big hit was just to see hard bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like nobody's like ride or die for Baywatch in terms of it being a show.
Right.
That's just like, that doesn't exist. I don't think that person's out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a way to watch a soap opera with hard bodies in it.
Yes.
Who had an excuse to be in bikini all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or to be Hasselhoff all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the ways you can tell that this was excruciating, again, just looking at the Wikipedia, but between 1999 and 2002, it went from being nominated for primetime Emmys to being nominated for daytime Emmys.
There we go. You can tell it's good.
People work hard on daytime television shows. You know, that's that's a thing. It's an industry. People support themselves. Going from primetime to daytime, that is a little bit of a demotion.
That's rough.
Somebody fucked something up in the interim.
Here's a random episode sample. This is from episode 32. It's called Y2K. So like the words Y, the words two, and then the word K like a name.
Okay.
Jeff hires V.I.P. to investigate why his adolescent son, Jason Roberts, has not contacted his parental home in months from a live-in school for the super gifted in the Neotech Ranch. In fact, Jason is in a secret government research project due to being hooked on a computer game. We can do this for adaptation today. While being manipulated by Catherine Kitty Johnson, Kay goes undercover and discovers she once was at Neotech. The others liberate/kidnap Jason, only to learn afterwards that Jeff isn't his real dad. Tasha's spy friend, Ibrike, knows the project's apocalyptic potential. So that's where we're at.
That's about, yeah.
That's where
so they're like trying to rub up on some of that Dark Angel heat too by like having a past you don't remember in a research facility.
Did you notice that all of these titles are like goofy jokes?
Yes.
Like the K-Files, Saving Private Irons, KSX Machina.
Yeah.
Valheimer's disease.
Yeah.
That was classy. That's what it is. That's what's referencing.
Yeah.
She has amnesia.
Yeah. 21 Val Street. Val's ruins Relic's undercover job at an LA college campus as student Todd.
I like student Todd. Molar ice cap. This is shit.
Yeah, this is garbage.
And because it's garbage and because it was, breast garbage at the time, the reviews also have this. If you look at the reviews of the time, you get stuff like Pamela Anderson's breasts make their transition into video games in a hilarious must-have comedy. Stuff like that here. But not good, like not funny. There's not a whole lot of stuff to go on here. It's just the easiest like fucking Jay Leno jokes that you could make.
Yeah.
When Botox goes bad.
Hey, Lisanne, I need you to be better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pamela finally gets a game of her own, but was it really worth it? At what cost, Gary?
Yeah, what cost? Like Spider-Man, The Rock, and David Beckham, Pamela Anderson finally gets a taste of what it's like to be on the PlayStation. Spider-Man, The Rock, David Beckham. What can make us as successful as those organizations? The game is based on a doctor who's being the first case you get.
The whole game is based on either directions like up or buttons like triangle and circle. It's an adaptation of buttons.
That's a really good description of video game. This whole thing smacks of buttons.
It's a button. It's a button derived experience.
The directive shit. They pop on the screen and you must press them within a time limit. And if you don't, you get your head kicked in by the enemy. Once the correct buttons are pressed, the character that you are performs sloppy animation. Yeah. Edge
3K 2000. I don't want to go too far down this road because we just got burned by finding out somebody didn't speak English, but
they did give it a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
They rather liked it.
Yeah.
One of the games that they reviewed, Creatures versus Tamagotchi. Oh no, that's the name of the review. Sorry, the creature. It was just of creatures.
It's just creatures.
I got excited for a crossover for a second. I was is there more to the creatures? What would happen if one goes left and right, the other one stays still? Can you imagine? The Juggernaut versus the Blob.
The other one oscillates between two frames.
Yeah. Yeah, look at them go.
What is Pop Star Makers?
Hmm.
Huh. Yeah, I don't need to be reading off of this. A game where you do nothing. It should be called Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld maker. You don't do a whole lot in this, but it's not very Seinfeld.
Yeah.
There is a Seinfeld game. It's great. It's that Seinfeld visual novel thing that you can play online. It's funny.
Kramer's Anime Quest or whatever.
Yeah, where he tries to Kramer finds a Gundam down at the dump. It's like pretty good.
Yeah. We covered it. Yeah, we did that. It was like Kramer's Quest for Hentai or something like that. I don't know.
Something bad like that.
Yeah.
PSX Nation gave this a pretty good review.
Hey, PSX Nation, what's the deal?
Yeah, they dug this game.
Yeah.
It's not, I know we just recorded about suitable flesh for Unfilmable. This isn't hot.
Yeah.
Again, if you're going to make something shitty and the idea is that it has sex appeal, like you got to make it like a little hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I at least that would make sense. I'm not into that. I don't want a gratuitous game that's trying to yank my crank. Like I don't care for that, but it would make sense ontologically.
And what's weird is it doesn't even really make an attempt to be that hot. It is just using a character who does not really look like Pam Anderson. It's voiced by her conspicuously compared to the other voice actors who do not sound like they're from the show. It is voiced by her, but it is not, like a sexualized parody. There are no like lingering shots or anything. It is like weirdly sterile. Yeah.
It's very fixed camera when you're doing either of the things. The camera doesn't move and it's removed. So it's almost like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Kind of looking, you sit there and do these little QTEs or you do these Operation Wolf sequences from a distance. You're not close to any of these, PS1 models of hot ass, but like Jill Valentine is more sexualized than this. And it's just weird because I'm not for that. It just seems like it would make sense. It'd be a way to make this game and sell it. It'd be a reason for Ubisoft to make it and try to get money from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even if it was attempting to be sexy, it's also like a really outdated kind of sexy. It's
super, just, very much so.
Skinny blonde babes with big honkers. Like it's literally Frank Reynolds shit.
It's Frank Reynolds shit, or whenever anyone is sexy in Tim and Eric.
Oh yeah.
Whenever they have somebody,
It's
it Frank Reynolds or Dennis Reynolds, like whenever he draws somebody, it's just like medically inadvisable tits,
Yeah, it just it is of the same kind of ilk that is like the Vegas tag on Pornhub.
Very much. Love it. Looking at her film credits.
Okay.
One, I found out there's a remake of The Naked Gun that's currently in post-production. That she's in.
Oh, but she's also, Liam Neeson's playing Leslie Nielsen's character.
Yeah, which is very strange. And then in a movie that has no Wikipedia entry called What Are Men Doing? 2. She plays herself.
That sounds like a documentary, like a comedy.
What Are Men Doing?
Yeah.
When you Google it, it shows up as Chateau Dvorak Munchinski 2.
I don't know. So like something about this, I don't want to draw conclusions from it. This is a Polish production.
Yes.
Yeah.
They landed Pam Anderson though.
They did land Pam.
Four friends are back in the saddle. Back in the saddle. This time they're not only returning to the big sex world, but also helping the state on an important mission.
Okay.
Hell yeah, we got to see Kachoto Dvorak Mushchinki.
Good for the state. Yeah.
Yeah. The big sex world. If you like this, you'll like Costa Rican Summer, Snapdragon, Blonde and Blonder, and Nikki Larson, City Hunter.
I love City Hunter. We're hot on Omaha's trail, Gary.
Gonna get them.
Just laying out townships as bait.
Strip malls that lead to them. You can see a series of Best Buys that know you're on the trail. Like, oh, there's a Goodwill Outlet store. I know I'm close.
Oh my god!
Okay. I like City Hunter a lot. I forgot she was in Borat.
She plays herself in Borat because I guess her and Sacha Baron Cohen are friends. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
she's going to go beg Trump to let him out of
hilarious.
jail.
Yeah, yeah, that's a hilarious scene because he walks up to her at like a signing, like she's doing a
Yes.
PETA thing, also a thing against her, being so PETA involved. But like he goes up to a signing. Yeah, he's traveling across America to marry her, and then he puts a burlap sack over her, like the marriage sack, to abduct
Takes her in
her
the marriage
because
sack.
because the joke of Borat is.
Yeah, Kazakhstan.
LOL, Arab people. Yeah.
Yes. That part sucks. That bit of the joke.
Yeah.
There are parts of that are funny, and the newer one of those that came out is legitimately very funny.
Oh, it's very funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we talked about that before, but it's surprisingly good.
Yeah. It's
I laughed a lot.
Him in the cabin with those guys.
Yes. Good Lord.
Just living there,
keeping up the masquerade. Like just incredible work.
Yeah.
And all of this, the person who plays his daughter.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the actress. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
She's so fucking funny. Like it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like going to see the original Borat, like the whole hotel fight scene.
Yes.
It might be possibly the hardest I have laughed in a theater. Not the hardest I've laughed at a movie, but like being there alongside, like I went to watch it with my brother, and the two of us feeding off of each other during these two men fighting nude through the lobby in front of people who are unaware that it's a work.
It was pretty special. I'm not made of stone.
Yeah, I'm not.
That worked for me in a big bad way. It's a funny thing. Speaking of that kind of teenage, bullshit. Wanting to watch that, so I'm continually on like a Jackass kind of reevaluation and just being like, should I just watch that show? Should I try to find that?
Yeah.
Like I like those guys. So YouTube has been serving me Steve-O's YouTube.
Okay.
And I have a soft spot for reformed junkies.
Yes.
Recovering addicts. I find that story touching.
Mm-hmm.
Because my parents didn't do it. So I watching it, and he's got two comedy specials, and they star all the guys.
Okay.
So it feels like also like hidden Jackass movies I haven't seen, and those are a reliable good time to me. He says like you can see them for free on my website. So I went to his website, and you click to see them for free, and you have to sign up for his OnlyFans. So you have to get into like an OnlyFans ecosystem, which is like a weird thing to do as a married man.
Yeah.
And it feels like a weird, like, I don't know. I don't feel totally comfortable with it. I'm like, I'd love to watch those before bed. Like throw them on my phone, be fun. But I had to sign into my OnlyFans to watch Steve-O get kicked in the nuts by increasingly large animals, or like whatever it is,
Yeah. If there was any, if I don't know.
I don't like this OnlyFans being extended into other stuff.
They're trying so hard because credit card processors are trying to cut them out because of the sex workers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Bo DeMaio, the X-Men 97 guy, was like, I'll tell my side of the story, but only on my OnlyFans. And it's $10 a month. Somebody leaked it, which I wasn't going to go to that guy's OnlyFans. And I watched it, and it's really frustrating because it's just like all will be revealed.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got receipts and smoking guns for all of this.
That's that guy's going to go on a fucking journey. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, fuck, man.
Ugh.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Very frustrating.
You were involved in making a very wonderful thing. I need you to stop. I need you to go away and disappear.
Well, just, and also just like, you're not going to win this. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you're going to win this fight. And it's frustrating too, because it's the discourse around it. Like, I don't know, like a black gay guy can be toxic.
Mm-hmm.
He got fired from a different show for being toxic as well.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that until I was researching into it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Allow people from repressed people to also be shitty, because of course they can be.
Yeah. They're humans.
They're humans. Like, don't dehumanize.
Yeah.
The same way that Pamela Anderson, despite being a victim of Boob Quest 1990, still married, went with two of the worst people I can think of, Tommy Lee and Kid Rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe has bad judgment.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Steve-O, did you hear the story about him and Bill Maher?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So Bill Maher has this terrible video podcast that he does. So he's got his HBO show, but he also does a podcast called Club Random.
Oh, hey. I like how that sounds random.
Yeah, just where you get together and talk about random stuff, usually about how crazy the left is. But he was going to have Steve-O on, and Steve-O, told him like, hey, if I'm going to come on, I need to ask you for a courtesy. I'm in recovery.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah. Can you not smoke weed or, like he was fine with the drinking, and Bill Maher is just like visibly like just uncle, you're worried about drunk the entire time.
It's so random.
Oh, it's so random. Yeah.
Yeah.
Creeping on the hot twat girl, but just like saying like, yeah, can you not smoke weed when I'm there? Like, that's my one favor. I'd love to come on. Like, we can do this. And fucking Bill Maher stood on
under
principle.
Under
no circumstances will I not be smoking weed while I do this.
Yeah. This is my one thing I believe in still.
Yeah.
I had friends who literally did that when my friends got into pot in high school, where I'd be like, I hadn't seen them in a while. I'm like, hey, can you guys not be high during this? Not because I was in recovery, just because I was like, can you not do this? And they're like, no.
Yeah.
If I'm going to see a movie, I'm going to be high. And it wasn't like asking my friends to never do it again.
Yeah.
It's just, it's pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
That's way worse. Bill Maher fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to Steve-O. I won't smoke pot. Steve-O, come over here. Let me kick you in the balls.
Yeah. I am not smoking pot most of the time, Steve-O.
Yeah. It's pretty great. Steve-O seems like he's doing good now.
Yeah.
He's got a fiance. He's clean. He's in recovery. Seems like he's doing good.
Yeah.
I don't want to tempt him down the road. Can you imagine being the person who got him off the wagon?
No, I'd never be able to forgive myself.
Horrible. And then he's just targeting people, and it's like, then it's Jay Muse. Jason Muse, and he's just like trying to get everyone off the wagon because for whatever mysterious Bill Maher reasons.
Yeah. Is Jason Muse off the wagon?
Or no, he tries to get him off the wagon.
Oh, okay.
My comic premise was that Bill Maher is targeting former junkies.
Okay, there we go. I was like,
to try to tempt them with pot.
Is there something awful that I don't know about Jason Muse?
Not that I know of. Like, could be, but not as far as I know. Dude's still clean.
Yeah.
So, but fuck Bill Maher.
Fuck Bill Maher.
Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you for listening.
Yeah. If you like the show, you can go to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv, and there you can kick us some money and get 2 extra bonus episodes of this episode. Bonus episodes of this show.
Even more episodes of this episode.
Yes.
If you've heard it, you can download it as many times as you like.
Yeah, we encourage you to. It increases numbers that don't matter. Yeah. No, but you get bonus episodes of this show, whole bonus shows. Leave ratings or reviews. That is a thing that does help us in a more direct way. What else can they do, Gary?
You can tell your friends. That's really huge. Share your favorite episodes with them. And you can also join us and thank our producer, Gwen.
Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you, Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And until next time, this has been Abject Suffering, where no bad game is bad enough for us to stop.